Good evening, folks, and welcome into Perth Stadium for your State of Origin Game 2. It shapes up to be an absolute blockbuster, the best of the best, Queensland versus New South Wales. New South Wales took Game 1 in a thriller thanks to a Luke Short dummy half try in the dying minutes of that game. Queensland will be looking to bounce back. They got 5 changes. I'll run through them shortly. I am Snicko Bro in the commentary box and also in the number 16. Very excited to run out in blue as always. No one with me in the box tonight, so press that volume down button if you're sick of me already. Otherwise, it is my privilege to take you along for this journey. It promises to be an absolute roller coaster ride. Back to the Queensland team. Seamus O'Coxie, Kevin Dixon, Milo Kerrigan, Eric Irvine, all been dropped from this Queensland team. I especially thought, if you saw in chat earlier, Eric Irvine hard done by, replaced by CM Barker, a man statistically worse than him. But you can't account for, that dog that some of these players got. And I guess we're going to find out tonight if CM Barker's going to let the bear out of the cage on the field. He'll be on in about 20 minutes' time as Luke Short takes the first hit up for the Blues. Players I'm looking forward to tonight would have to be Ayrton Indurain. He was immense in that first game. 2 tries in his stint, and he's been pushed into a starting role. Of course, the New South Wales Blues vice-captain, Anthony McDonald, absent from this game after suffering his 5th injury for the season. So Jack White pushes into that 13 role. As now Luke Short goes through a hole and passes out to Trayvon Zakahu, who steps one. The Blues have come to play early here today. As I was saying, Ayrton Indurain off the bench into the number 8 jersey. Ruben Mobbs makes his 2.0 New South Wales debut. Congratulations, Ruben. I'm very excited to see how you go. That man, I've been told, bleeds blue. Exactly who we want in this forward pack coming off the bench. And now the Maroons with the ball for the first time. For them, Brodie Townsend. Oh, Ben Cummins dropped as well. I missed him. As Justin Monkey goes through a big hole, he saw what Indurain did last game and wants to make his own statement performance. As I was saying, Ben Cummins dropped Brodie Townsend into the number 1 role, parachuted in from outside of the squad. So Taniela Tuaki and Gabby Owners remain on the wings. I think the back 3 for New South Wales, in Riley Murray, Dom Pongston and Luke Short, were enormous in game 1. So the back 3 for the Maroons have a big job to do as Gerard Sutton blows his whistle there. The Maroons have gone into touch. It was a great tackle by one of the men I was just speaking about, Riley Murray. And so now the Blues a great chance to put together some attacking territory. As Luke Short goes through, Townsend meets him in a good tackle, but it's only the first. 31 out from the Queensland line. A blue wave is forming. Tyrese Tonga. Sorry, frog in the throat. Tyrese Tonga tackled there. He's actually one of my favourite players in the SRL. His player just seems to do things for the Storm that a lot of other players can't do. So I'll have to see what he can do here. As now Bonzagahu driven backwards in a good tackle. One point of difference in the first game was definitely the outside backs and their ability to tackle from both of these teams. The Blues seem to not give as many line breaks as the Maroons did. So the centres for the Maroons and the wingers will be looking to remedy that. As now Dion Coleman goes high and there's just no chase out at all. So Tuaki gets that one pretty easily. The first attacking set for the Blues diffused without a lot of trouble in the end. As now Mikey gets his 2nd line break for the game. So that's one man that's standing up. I did a quick peruse of the stat sheets earlier, and Justin Monkey and Jack Carr, the only 2 players in the forward pack for the Maroons to have max strength. So they'll be relying on those 2 to really meter eat as this goes on. There's now Brodie Townsend. Apologies, let me drink some water. Brodie Townsend will be looking to really make his mark, because if he plays well here, you got to think that number 1 role is his for the taking. As now they throw a forward pass, that's back-to-back arrows for the Maroons, and maybe a bit of nerves creeping in here. They know that this is do or die for them, and so they need to start well. As now Dion Coleman goes through a bit of a run, but there's a 1-on-1 strip. The captain, Anthony Lee, has done terrific stuff there to make sure that his team remains on the attack. As now they go short side, but Gabby Owners overruns it. Simon Hunt threw a cutout. It was actually a pretty nice pass, but unfortunately, no one was there. Tyler Hayden, another debutant for the Maroons, just didn't quite link up with his 2nd rower. And as a result, Blair Curtin's going to tap off here and put the Blues in good territory again. Lachlan Martin takes the first hit up for them. They go left here, working the short side. Indurain, the wrecking ball, brought down 29 out from the Maroons line. They're slowly encroaching here, and a 6 again. So the Blues have decided it's time to crank that pressure valve up just one notch. He goes inside ball to Jack White. That's the man. Oh, and another strip. Josh Butterfield this time saving their bacon once again. The Maroons with a strip. Very fortunate for them. We'll have to see if they can complete. So the previous 5 sets, neither team has got to a kick, which is very unlike both of these teams. A lot of class in both of these teams. So interesting that they can't finish their sets as now Wishart goes right inside border. Townsend hits the 360. Brought down a good tackle by Coleman on the 4th. They're going to have one more tackle here before a kick. Tyler Hayden charges up through the middle, straight into the teeth of this Blues defense. And he'll be brought down. So now on the right-hand side, they go to Anthony Lee. The captain kicks straight down the throat of Dom Pogson. He gave Gabionis nightmares in game 1. In game 2, yet to face off. A good chase there by the kicker himself to pin the Blues in their own half. As now TBK gets a nice pass out to Indurain, and the wrecking ball's through. Hits a little swerve, runs straight at Townsend. He can move Indurain. That's one thing that we know for sure. Wait and see what he does in defence. Got big shoulders. Oh, it's Lachlan Martin pops one. Josh Butterfield gets him. Exactly what I said Indurain can do. The Queenslander said we can do it as well. Luke Short now goes for a bit of a run on the 50-metre line here. Turning into a bit of a grind here this game. So far, neither team really getting into attacking territory, bar one set for the Blues at the start. As now they're going to kick. So both sides have sort of settled in. They found their range. It's going to be Tuiaki with a run here. And he breaks one, but the defence gets him room behind. A good unified Blues defensive line has pinned the Maroons here. Now another pass goes to ground. Oh, and Monkey picks it up. For a moment, I thought that Blair Curtin was going to swoop on that one. But Monkey saves the bacon of this Queensland team. They're scrapping at the moment. They're like a underdog fighter in a boxing. They're bounced off the ropes, but they're coming back with as many punches as they're taking. And we'll have to see if they can just keep standing up to this mighty Blues team. As now a little Falcon cleaned up our Townsend. Just a lot of unforced errors here for the Maroons. Luckily in this set, no turnovers, but it means they're kicking from deep within their own half. And Luke Short here, Dom Poxon's going to have a bit of work to do. Straight past one into another, but brought down 41 out from his own line. The Blues, they're starting to work their way downfield. Curtin goes to Weston, out to Dingo. Oh, and he gets folded. Justin Monkey, isn't that man having a game? The strength of a gorilla has Monkey, it seems like. He's doing all sorts of things on the field here tonight. Riley Murray now, his first touch of the ball, is brought down on the 3rd tackle. They go left. Weston right to the line. Wisely, he avoids Justin Monkey, but he's brought down about 35 out. They need a good run here if they want to put in a kick. To Jack White, out to Dingo. Monkey makes the tackle, brought down 25 out from the line. He's a monster tonight, Justin Monkey. 6 minutes left in his stint. And now Weston puts in a grubber, but unfortunately, no chases. Jack Carl cleans up. Sorry, it was a knock on in the end. And now Monkey goes for a bit of a run. So the Blues, they're doing very well in the meterage, but they just can't finish us there. Whereas the Maroons, they seem to be able to knock it out of their own half, but then their kicking game is saving them. So whichever team puts together both sides of the ball, it could be good. Here's now Blair Curtin picks one up. It's an intercept. He's going to go the length. Blair Curtin, one mistake too many for the Maroons. And Curtin swoops on that one. I'm not sure exactly how that ball came free. We'll have to see on a replay. We don't see it. I think it was a Falcon into the awaiting arms of Curtin with a surprising turn of speed, and no one could catch him. Willie Wishart was the closest. And now it'll be Coleman to try and extend this into a 6-point lead. And my, oh my, things are going from bad to worse for the Maroons. A couple of errors not capitalised on, and then out of nowhere, they have the ball, they turn it over. All of a sudden, a 6-point deficit. And so now with about 3 minutes left, 5 minutes left in their stint, what could Justin Monkey do here? He's been the only Maroon to really get a wiggle on in this game. A couple of line breaks and some big hits. Butterfield hasn't been bad either, but I think that they need a forward to stand up. Could it be Jack Carl as the interchange forwards come on? Could he be the one to really stand up? Because at the moment, the Maroons can't get out of their own half and they need some line breaks. Maybe Brody Townshend could be the one. I'm not sure, but at the moment, the Blues, they're finding line breaks for fun. And it's decidedly not fun for any Maroons fans out there at the moment. 6-0 down. 16 minutes gone. The Blues looking to really assert themselves here as Coleman goes through a bit of a run. Third tackle, 35 out from the line. A shape out to the right. That's where they go. White goes out to Weston. Delayed pass to Luke Short. They lose meters on that play. Fourth tackle. They go right. Weston. He plays a long ball out to Tyrese Tonga, who goes to Laurie Murray. This has been a great defensive set from the Maroons. They're going to have to kick from deep within their own territory. I think it'll be Chris Weston there. What can he do with it? Jack White instead. So the lock forward, he's got a bit of extra thinking. He gets the pretty good kick downfield, but Townsend gets on the full, but can't go anywhere. Swamped by a Blue defensive line, as they've done all night. Just no space on the kick return. And now Tyler Hayden goes through a bit of a run here. Tyler Hayden on debut, as mentioned. He'll be looking to stamp some authority into this game, of course. While we went through changes, what we didn't mention, Junior Tyre starting half in game one. He's gone onto the bench for game two. Will he come on into the halves? Will he come on as a hooker? I'm not 100% sure what the planning is. I was a big fan in game one of the Blues pushing Willie Kay into that 9 role after half time. He gave a bit of spark, and maybe Anthony Lee's going to copy that. We'll have to wait and see. 20 minutes left in this half as now Realmy goes cross-field. It'll be Dom Ponkston underneath it. Straight past Anthony Lee, the captain unable to make the tackle, but doesn't matter because there's a pretty good defensive line there. As now the Blues have to work it out of trouble. They were absolutely rubbish last time. What can they do this time with the ball? Injuring with a good run and a held in tackle. I was just about to say they were a long time in that tackle, and once again the Maroon with an error that's going to let the Blues out of trouble. Chris Weston puts that one deep over the touchline. And now the Blues here with a good set could get some attack to finish. They go to Dion Coleman. He goes to Martin with the big fan. Don't argue. The big right hand gets one there. I think it was into Jack Carl, actually, as now Hell Yeah goes through a bit of a run. The captain trying to inspire his team right before he goes off. Curtin goes to Weston. Runs into there. Willie Wishart there, brought down 39 out from the line. Third tackle, sorry. Now Jack White goes for a run. Justin Monkey, he's had him in the pocket all game. Nothing changes right now. Fourth tackle now, Chris Weston. Right to line before he passes. Ball finds its way to Murray. He beats a couple there. Riley Murray gets within 8 meters of the line. Put the Blues in a good chance here. Brody Townsend's out of position. They don't have a fullback. He goes to Weston. He puts in a grubber. Luke Short. No. Willie Wishart picks it up. Willie Wishart with a try-saving collect there. I thought Luke Short was going to stream onto that one. But instead, we have a line dropout. Tyler Hayden goes downfield, down the right-hand side of this Blues defense. The ball finds its way to Mobs, the debutant. Welcome to State of Origin football. A hit up off the kickoff there, and the Blues looking to exert some more pressure. Chris Weston brought down, 32 out, 28 out from the Maroons line. Curtin goes short side again. Riley Murray, a lot of touches in this game. In game one, unsighted for large parts, but this game he's really turned up, and now Mob's ball playing out to Lucas Ed, the other man fresh on the field. He'll be brought down about 11 out from the line. Lucas Ed can put a big shot on. Watch out for him. Now Lachlan Martin. It's just started this Blues team. The forward pack, all of them superstars in their own right, even off the benches. Now they go right. Dion Coleman, what can he do? He decides he spots a bit of a gap, goes for a bit of a run. Tackled. A deflating end to that set, and now the Maroons will look to work it out. They held on well there, the Maroons. If a try was scored there, I could see the floodgates opening, but they were staunch in defense, and they stopped the kickers. Now Jack Carl goes for a bit of a run. You'd have to think the Maroons team, they're going to be gassed. They've been defending for what feels like 15 minutes straight. Their forwards are going to have to put in a shift here to get out of their own half, because the Blues, they have a lot of momentum. Willie Wishart, now he goes to Sam Barker, the other debutant, replacing Eric Irvine, takes his first touch. Welcome to State of Origin footy, and earns a penalty. A bit of energy off the bench from the debutant. He's going to put his team in good position here, pending a good kick from Relmy. And I tell you what, how's the size difference between number 15, Jordan Lewis, and Alex Relmy just there? Giants into Wolves, it seems like. And now it'll be Willie Wishart to tap off. He goes to that man, Lewis, out to Carl. The Maroons have a chance here. Oh, and a one-on-one strip. Black Curtin's got one back for the Blues. Earlier in the game, it was all the Maroons doing the stripping, but now the Blues get one back, and it's just those kinds of moments in State of Origin football. You only get so many moments to make a mark on the game, and the Queensland team have thrown one away there, and now a very fortunate ricochet ends up with the Blues. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a captain's challenge, but there's no stoppage, so you have to keep playing, and now Jack White goes for a run. 40 odd out from the Maroons line. Black Curtin wants to get out of half. He's dangerous. Not this time, though. Some good post-contact meters. He finds his front. Coleman's at half, so he's not going to be able to kick. Where do they go? Out to TBK, a half in a former life. He goes straight down the throat of Gabionas and makes a tackle. TBK. That's the kind of thing that can inspire your team there. Kick it out of commission. He puts his hand up and makes a tackle. And now Townsend absolutely pumped backwards there. Blair Curtin's all over him. He's had a game here tonight, Blair Curtin. A try, a strip, and being a defensive sponge. Anyone that goes near him just gets soaked up. CM Barker now brought down. His third tackle here for the Maroons. Willie Wishart, he wants to emulate Blair. Can't really go anywhere. Fourth tackle. They might look at a 40-20. It looks like Tyler Hayden's in position. Instead, he just goes straight downtown, turns Luke Short around and turns this big Blues forward pack around. With a good chase here, they can put on a bit of pressure. And it is a good chase. There's no line break here. So now, Dion Coleman, he gets it. He goes for a run here. 31 out from the Blues line. They're just working their way downfield. It's percentage football at the moment from the Blues. And now Lachlan Martin through a big hole. Tries to turn Townshend inside out. Can't do so. And speaking of percentage football, that's it. Play your gaps, hit your spots. And you got to find line breaks. There's now Pongson. Oh, I thought he was through there. Once again, Gabionas doesn't want to bar of him, but Anthony Lee's doing a lot of covering. Maybe that's a strategy. I'm not sure, but it's been one that we've seen a couple of times so far tonight. Fourth tackle, fifth tackle for the Blues. Probably a little bit too far out to kick. Dion Coleman, he's sitting deep on the right-hand side of the rock. And he goes across field here. I think that's going to be, Relmy comes down with it. So a bit of an interesting tactic there from the Maroons. Tua Iki didn't want to bar of it and let his half, 5'8", take the ball. We'll have to see if that repeats itself as this game goes on. As now Maroons once again deep in their own half trying to get out of trouble. Justin plays, wrestles forward, fighting for every meter there. Not that he gets many. And now Relmy, he goes right to the line, throws the ball to the ground. Lewis cleans it up. So there's just a few misconnections for this Queensland team at the moment, whether it's pressure, whether it's, the 5 changes within the team. I'm not sure. And now Lachlan Martin gets a strip. 11 minutes to go in this game. And the Blues, they've turned on the blowtorch. They want to increase some pressure. Blair Curtin out of half. Could we see Luke Shaw get out next? No, it looks like it's going to be Coleman. Split markets. He might go. He does. Throws the dummy. Beats one. Wrestled to the ground. And now Blair Curtin goes right. Chris Weston goes to Luke Short. He beats a couple here. Luke Short is dangerous close to the line. Dynamite even because he can light this baby up if he gets even within an inch of this try. And now Chaz Dingo, he wants to try himself. Known try scorer. Not this time though. Fifth tackle. Looks like it's Chris Weston to the left of the rock. That's where they go. He puts up a bomb. Who's going to be underneath it? A few players there, but Gabionas is huge. Very hard to get past him when the ball's in the air. Perhaps a good tactical choice from Anthony Lee. Any bombs to the right-hand side of the Maroons are probably going to be snaffled by that big man himself. And so once again, the Maroons, deep in their half. The fighting spirit. Oh, and a huge hit from Ruben Mobbs. The debutant goes bang. Hits one there and gets the ball back. I love to see it. Maroons fans probably less so. Lachlan Martin on the attack now. 8 minutes left. A try here could be deadly. Coleman out to TBK. He goes straight past Gabionas. The cover can't get there, and TBK is going to score. It was a matter of time for the Blues. The amount of possession they had, the weight, just broke the camel's back proverbially. And unfortunately for the Maroons, that's now a 10-point deficit. And it looks like the Blues are really starting to amp up here in attack. They're firing on all cylinders, you'd have to say. And Coleman will look to make this into a 12-point game. A pretty difficult kick here. What can he do with it? Waved away to the left. Unfortunately, too much bend on that one from Dion Coleman as he runs over the sideline. Interesting. And so Tyler Hayden to kick us off once again, and then Maroons, they cannot afford to concede any more points here. 10 points down at halftime, with points so hard to come by in the State of Origin arena, starting to look very, very ominous for this team. Having said that, the Maroons in the second half, last game, put up a pretty big fight back. Eventually, the Blues did come over the top of them, but not before there were a few scares. So don't turn off that YouTube just quite yet. There's still a lot to play in this game. 7 minutes to go in this first half. Lucas said, wrestled forward, good post-contact meters. And I have to say, I think that's one of the differences here between the Blues and the Maroons. It seems like when the Blues get tackled, they do exactly what Black Curtain's here and just wrestle forward for a couple of extra meters, whereas the Maroons, They tend to get driven backwards more often than not. See, Luke Short now, good post-contact meters. Whether that's just confirmation bias or what's happening, I'm not sure. As now, Dion Coleman goes for a 40-20, and it looks like he's not quite going to get there. Brody Townshend comes down with it, and he's going to be able to wrestle forward. So he'll have to wait and see what these forwards can do. Maybe they're going forward. I'm not noticing. Anyway, not that time. Simon Hunt gets whacked by Lucas Ed. Keen fans might remember a Raiders game a couple of weeks ago where Lucas Ed just had the hit stick out over and over and over. Hopefully for the Maroons' sake, that doesn't happen in the next 5 minutes because it was deadly. As now Justin Place goes forward. So yeah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe both teams are doing it. I'm not 100% sure. He'll play the ball, fourth tackle, they go right. Sam Barker, he goes to Tyler Hayden, out to Jordan Lewis. Oh no, there we go. Jordan Lewis wrestled backwards. So yeah, perhaps more often than not, the Blues are winning the ruck at the moment. And with that, taking a lot of momentum into their setters. Now Tyler Hayden goes downfield. Don Ponkston, he's got his eyes on Gabby Owners. Goes straight past a couple. Gabby Owners, they haven't matched up yet. I'm waiting to see it. I want to see it. But so far, yet to see it. Lachlan Martin now. He's had a couple of good line breaks already here tonight. This time, though, just a pure grunt work, meterage down Coleman. Oh, that's an intercept. He's thrown an intercept to Alex Romy. You could see that coming from a mile away. Alex Romy certainly could. And now the Maroons, 3 minutes left in this half, they could completely change the complexion of this game here if they grab one on the stroke of half time. And that's almost a 6 again. Instead, no, Jordan Lewis gets it out to Sam Barker, the debutant. What a story that would be. But no, brought down third tackle. A couple left here for the Maroons. They go wide. Tyler Hayden, he goes to Simon Hunt. And once again, driven backwards there. The little halfback, 5'8", just gets under his ribs and pushes him backwards. Sam Barker wants to run here. He's going to be brought down. A good settler. What do they have here? Tyler Hayden brought into the side. Can he do anything with it? He 2 passes out to Relmy. He puts up a bomb. Everything riding on this kick. Riley Murray underneath it. Tyrese Toa comes down with it. The Blues too good in defense here. 2.5 to go in this half. You'd have to say they might have, barring an error, saved themselves here, but they're almost driven backwards here. The Maroons are here to party. They want to set up shop down in this Blues half. Third tackle, they're not even outside that 10-meter zone here. Lucas Head runs off, as does Ruben Mobbs. They need a big run here. Jack White goes to Lachlan Martin. They might look at a 20-40. Do they have the balls? Are they going to do it here? They are. Chris Weston kicks the 20-40 with a minute left in the half. He wants more points. I don't think it's going to work, though. No, it goes into touch. One thing they will do is just slow down the game slightly. A minute 18 left. The Blues can get some air into their lungs. He has the rump on that number 10. But I digress. Chris Weston puts the ball into touch. Gives the Blues a chance to get a breather. A minute left in this half. They just have to defend like their game depends on it to keep this scoreline to 0 going into half time. Oh, Justin Plays hit. Daniel Howier goes bang. Gets a good one there on the Dolphins captain. And now Jack Carl tries to straighten up the attack again. But I think that big hit just about took the air out of the sails of this Queensland attack here. They're going nowhere fast. Third tackle, 30 seconds left. They'll get 2 more if they're lucky. Left they go. Carl, Justin Plays, stays away from Howier. Wise decision. Fourth tackle, 38. They need a big run if they want an attacking kick here. And instead they go the Falcon. He comes off the head. Bazinga comes down with it. Can he play the ball in time? I don't think so. That's half time. 10-0 to the Blues.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. If you're the Queensland team, welcome in. Hopefully, we see them show up in this second half. 0 points on the scoreboard. All to play for. The Blues, 1 hand on the shield, 10 points ahead. What can they do? Isn't that a handsome number 16 for the Blues? And that's all I'll speak to on that, man. But I will say quickly, substitution, Snick O'Bro into fullback, Will Kay into the number 9, Luke Short into the centre role. For the Maroons, Junior Tyre. I was speculating he was going to be a hooker, but he's come on in the centres. Anthony Lee has also disappeared, been replaced. So we'll have to wait and see how these subs go for each team. As Josh Butterfield gets a big fend on there, so that's a sign of intent from the Maroons straight away. They've come to play here. They know there's a lot to play for. Willie Wishart goes down here. They might look at a 40-20 here. The Maroons, they go to Junior Ty. The bench center goes for a kick. Fullback's nowhere to be seen. This could be a masterstroke from the Maroons as Murray takes it into touch. That is very unfortunate. And Junior Ty with his first touch of the game. Does he even go into touch there? So we see Junior Ty kick it. Yeah, we're happy with that. Riley Murray. That is a dead set stinker. He is not even in touch here. The Maroons have somehow got the ball back. Rugby League Live 26, you've done it again. The Maroons, they got a chance to attack now. Willie Wishart wants to get out of half. Snicko Bro meets him. One gets around the legs. That'll be a held up, we'll see, but we'll check it quickly. So they can check this one, but not the into touch. I'll have to check with the commission about that. Wait, I'm on the commission. We'll have to have a meeting about what's happened there. Because that is a dead set rot. The Maroons should be tackling right now. Instead, they're trying to score a try. Up to the Blues now to make a bit of a stand here and see if they can remain strong like they did all first half. Second tackle. Townsend gets out of half and beats one. He's going to try and push forward here. Townsend held up in the tackle. Willie Wishart might double it. No, he plays the ball out to Justin Place. He gets driven backwards there. Tremendous defense and held down in the tackle. Wow, dominant tackle. The referee giving him a bit to get away with. As now Monkey, he goes out to Hayden. Out to Butterfield, fends one. Butterfield going for the line, turn on his back. Butterfield already in the second half has had two big fends. The big right palm straight into someone's face. Dion Coleman in that instance. But the Blues remain strong. Will Kay there in the screen. Doesn't want to make the tackle, but wants to look good on camera. Now, fourth tackle, the Maroons. What can they do with it? Fifth tackle, sorry. It all comes down to this. It goes to Romy. He was in a pretty good grubber. Picked up by Townsend. He scores. The Maroons, after a dead set stinker of a call, have got some possession and they've scored here and they've turned this one into a game. TBK, he was there, but he just couldn't pick it up. And in the battle of the headgears, Townsend wins on debut. He scores a try. And the Maroons, you've got to think they kick this one, but I just don't know about that taking the touch call. And obviously, I will admit my obvious biases, but when we zoomed in, there was clear separation between the try line and Riley Murray's hand. So helping hand from this one puts the Maroons back in the contest. 36 minutes left in this one. They're going to be only a try down. Perth, you've got to show on your hands here tonight. Yeah, up goes the crowd. And so it'll be Dan Coleman to kick off for the second time this half. And I think the Blues just need to shake that one off, don't let it rattle them. They've been good here for, 42 minutes of this half, and hopefully they can just settle back into old patterns. But Josh Butterfield, hasn't he come out to play? And it looks like they kicked down his edge. Instead, it goes down to Simon Hunt, and he goes for a bit of a run here. Jalen Saltner, the other man, into the bench. And a strip by Luke Short. You can put him into the centres, but you can't keep him out of the game. And now the Blues on the attack here. What can they do with it? They go right. Lachlan Martin out to Indurain. A try scorer in the first game. Not a try scorer yet in the second game. Indurain v Butterfield. That is absolutely mouth-watering. These two are lining up against each other, and it looks like they want to play Butterfield, even the one to get around the legs there. But the Blues, they got a couple of tackles to work with. What can they put together here? No doubt the Brain Trust have had a little meeting just there. They go right. A set like Coleman goes to Bonzakar, who gets hit. Justin Monkey now. He puts on a big hit. So everyone's come out to party in this second half. And banger after banger, it seems, on the set list is now Justin Plays. Driven backwards in a good tackle there. TBK, after losing the ball, wants to make amends. He goes to Relmy. He goes out to Townsend. Driven backwards there. He's had his moment. The Blues don't want to give him another one. Second tackle here. They go right. Butterfield and another fan, Josh Butterfield. Andy gets past the fullback. Josh Butterfield has been electric in this first stint of the second half. I think all three touches have resulted in some sort of broken tackle, which is just pure insanity from the man. And now fourth tackle. The Maroons, do they want another 40-20? Alex Romy kicks it. Looks like it's not going to quite have the legs. I don't have a clue. Oh, the fullback's on the other side of the field. And so it comes down to Lachlan Martin to clean up. And the Blues, they just need to settle here. It feels like Josh Butterfield individually has rattled them, and they just need to, get back to the process and what was working in the first half. And what that was just consistent high percentage football. As now Coleman, he goes out, long pass out to Luke Short. He's brought down about 35 out from the line. A good run here could put him in 40-20 territory. As now Bro gets a half line break there, but then wrapped up by Willie Wishart. That's a long time in that tackle. Referee doesn't say anything. It goes to Coleman. Oh no, Coleman has just put one into touch on the full. The house of cards is crumbling for the Blues and the Maroons. They're going to have a chance here to go in front. Coleman, oh my. I'll let those peaches speak for themselves. And now 30 metres out, the Maroons here, they have a red-hot opportunity. They go inside the Townshed. Ends up in the centre of the park, about parallel with where the first tackle was, where the ball was tapped off. Sorry, is now Relmy. He goes out to Justin Plays. Once again, not a whole lot of metres on offer. But I'll tell you what, this Queensland team, they're a different team in this second half. And now they go short side. Justin Monkey, he goes past one. He gets a really loopy offload away to Tuiaki, who's driven backwards here. They know that it's all to play for the Maroons. They want a decider, and they're playing like it. Willie Wishart, he goes out to Relmy. Short ball to Monkey. Oh! Beats one, then hell yeah, gets him. A lot of pressure on this defensive line. Sticko Bro has to come forward and make a tackle. Don't see that too often. He'll be brought down. Sorry, Carl will be brought down. He'll be out of commission for the kick defusal now. Sticko Bro, it goes too deep. Tyler Hayden, he's got a lead boot. And that'll be 7 tackles. And you can just hear that's the pressure valve loosening. Because I'll tell you what, for a moment, the Maroons were coming home with a dead set wet sail, and someone's just turned that wind off and they're stationary in the water. And now the Blues have to get out of trouble. Chris Weston goes for a run, first tackle. Of course, a 7 tackle set. They got Shape out here to the left. But Willie Kay, he just wants to run himself here. Fresh on the field, he's got some energy. What can he do with it? And now Chris Weston gets to half. He goes to Jack White. Inside ball, Snicko Bro. Into the backfield, Bro. Good for a line break, that man. Brought down by Townshed. The Blues getting into attacking territory here. They want to regain some of the dominance they had in that first half. And now Junior Hellier goes for a run. It was his big hit on Monkey that really stopped the momentum of the Queenslanders last set. Jack White now, he'll be brought down about 25 out from the line. Perhaps just out of distance for a good kick, so they might bomb instead. Yeah, they do. And it's going to be Luke Short streaming through. He wants it, but Gabiones gets it. If you're not scoring a try, that's a pretty good place to put the ball in the corner there. The Maroons are going to have to work out of trouble. Tyler Hayden really standing up for his team. He knows the forwards are tired. The forwards have had a dead set enormous stint here for the Maroons in this second half so far. Jalen Sultan gets his first start straight past Luke Short before he's brought down. Third tackle here. They go left. Carl goes to Hunt, who's driven backwards. They might look at a 20-40 here. Tyler Hayden on the right-hand side. He wants it. This could be a match-defining, series-defining. Oh, no. Talk about series-defining. How about series losing for poor Tyler Hayden? He's hit the D on Coleman and shanked that one, and now the Blues in great attacking territory. It goes to Indurain. He's going to wrestle forward. The Blues, so many tackles to work with in the opposition red zone. They go to Coleman. He goes short. Snicko Bro scores. Snicko Bro scores his first Origin try. Oh, that is a face only a mother could love. But he puts the ball down and gives the Blues back what's going to look to be a 10-point lead, you'd have to say. Great ball playing from Dion Coleman. Puts Snicko Bro into a huge hole, and the fullback dots down for his state. Dion Coleman to kick here to make it a 10-point game once again. And poor Tyler Hayden, we spoke about potential series-defining moments. In the 20-40, the fullback was out of position. Snicko Bro had gone walkabout, and instead he kicks it straight into the Blues, and the resulting set gives us a try to put it back out to 10 points. Dion Coleman doesn't make a mistake there. Calm and collected under pressure, and now the Maroons. Sisyphus and the Rock, that's what they are at the moment. They almost got to the top of the hill, but the Rocks rolled straight back down, and they'll go straight back to pushing. I've heard a lot about this famous Queensland spirit. They're going to need to pull it out of their backside here tonight and really come home strong. 26 minutes. A whole state on their shoulders. What can they do here, Queensland? They kick off deep. He goes down to Snicko Bro, the try scorer, and he goes for a run. Luckily, not smashed off the kickoff. Brought down. 15 out from his line. Shape out to the right here. I think it's Coleman. That's where they go. then to Jack White. He's been industrious in that lock row, replacing Anthony McDonald. No line breaks, but if you watch his defensive work, he's just been immense. And now Junior Hellier goes for a run. So the Blues, after points, just really putting together a consistent set here. And now Tyrese Tonga into the backfield. Tyrese Tonga, he can run. Brought down about smack bang on that Telstra Premiership logo. 50 metres out from the line. TBK wants it now. But it's a backdoor play to Chris Weston. And a good set after points here for the Blues. If they can kick this and put it themselves into some good field position, as they do there with Jack White, that's almost a textbook set after points. As now Gabby Owners, made Luke Short miss, but some good cover defense there brings him down. And the referee, a lot of leeway in that tackle there. I know there's a bit of fatigue in this one, but I think he might need to get the whistle out sooner rather than later, or this game could turn into a absolute slogfest. As now Simon Hunt plays the ball. Willie Wishart goes short ball. Jalen Saltner, he's really trying to inject himself in this game off the bench, but it's hard to do in that centre role. As now Tyler Hayden goes for a run. It'll be fourth tackle here, about 50 out. The Maroons put together not such a bad set here, but a line break could really save it. Instead, Jack Carl runs straight at TBK. And they're going to have to punt here, the Maroons. The Blues back three getting back. It'll be Alex Romy straight down the throat of Riley Murray. What can he do with it? Comes back with some speed. Junior Tyre, arms up, didn't know where he was, but a good tackle by the kicker brings him down. As now Chris Weston gets it. He's been running a lot this game, that is for sure. Maybe a game plan, I'm not really sure. As now goes to Jack White. Oh, I thought we had a line break there, but some good cover defense from Justin Monkey. And now they go left once again. Junior Hellier. Speaking of industrious forwards, that's the man right there. Junior Hellier leading his nation with pride at the moment, as now Chris Weston goes out to TBK. Bit of a speculator, didn't really go anywhere. The Maroons have muscled up here, kept the Blues deep in their own half. Chris Weston will have to put this one. Use some boom gravity to get this downfield. That's exactly what he does. Puts the absolute boot into that one, and now Tuiaki's going to come back with it. Beats a couple there, Tuiaki. But tackling in numbers, they bring him down. As now Willie Wishart goes to Junior Tyre. Ball playing, thinks he's a halfback perhaps, to Justin Monkey. He'll be going off very shortly. Justin Monkey and Josh Butterfield, they've done everything they can to put this Maroons team on their back. And there he is again, Josh Butterfield. Hasn't he had a stint? But unfortunately, they haven't been able to capitalise, barring that Riley Murray into touch error there. They just haven't looked like, Townsend. There's a Townsend-spaced corpse lying on the ground after what Junior Hellier just did. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. Justin Monkey, Josh Butterfield, great runs, and then the momentum just completely taken out of the set by the Blues. As now Dom Ponkson's going to get awfully close to that sideline. Andy goes into touch here. We saw what happened last time the Blues went into touch. Can Maroons make history repeat itself? You know what they say, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me also. We'll revisit that one later, as Dom Pongson unfortunately just taken into touch, and this time we see that big blue mohawk touch the paint. And we also see someone leaving the players for the Blues. That was interesting. They might have had 14 on there for a moment. Anyway, Tyler Hayden, tackle one brought down. Fresh subs on for the Maroons. He goes to Alex Romy. And I think that the Maroons, they need someone to stand up and direct this team. At the moment, they've been a bit sideways in the red zone. As now Ant-Man gets a big fend on the captain back in the props. But yeah, they just need someone to stand up and really take control of the attack in the red zone here. The Maroons is now Kyle. Could it be him? Goes to Justin Plays. He's going to try crash over. Doesn't happen. Great tackle there. Fourth tackle. Oh, and Willie Wishart, he darts over from half. Willie Wishart, could he be the hero for the Maroons here tonight? Everyone looked right, and Willie Wishart conducted that perfectly. Dove over from half. I think I've seen this one online, actually. It's how everyone scores against me. TBK, unfortunately, couldn't get there. And just like that, the Maroons put the ball into touch. The Maroons will make you pay. I think they call that deja vu. I've seen that story before. And with a kick here, they could reduce this margin back to 4 points. And we spoke about the Queensland Spirit. Is that another famous Queensland comeback? I can sense on the cards here. Wait and see. Strap yourselves in. This is some absolute top-tier football at the moment. But Tyler Hayden, once again, he pumps up that crowd. The Perth boys are loving this one, as now Dion Coleman's going to kick off for the third time this half. And the Blues, 17 minutes left for them to claim the ultimate glory. The Maroons 17 minutes left to send this to a decider. Everything to play for. Dion Coleman's going to kick us off. Downfield he goes. Straight to Alex Romy, who you assume, yes, goes for a run here. I think the Blues, they just need to figure out how they can cut out these errors. In the first half, they had 60% of the possession. That should be enough to win you a game. But unfortunately, they've emulated the Maroons of the first half and decided errors are the way to go. And just like any good football team does, the Maroons have just absolutely punished them. And now, 4 points left in this one, 16 to go. One try in it, anything can happen. Justin plays. I thought he was going to score actually right before Willie Wishart did in the first half. And now Alex Romy, he might want a 40-20 here. No, Blair Curtin scoops that one up back in the prop roll. Blair Curtin has saved the Blues there. And unfortunately for the Maroons, that's twice now they've kicked badly as now Bro goes wide to Murray. Stay in field, Riley. He does. Geez, long in that tackle, Junior Ty. The old man doesn't want to get up as now Chris Weston gets it, goes out to Dingo. He pushes forward here. Also back on the field in the prop positioning. Chaz Dingo, he goes, wow. Lachlan Martin gets it. That was a bit of a strange fade from the Blues, but I trust that they're cooking here. Brought down near the tram trucks. They got shape out to the right here. He goes to Weston. He goes to Bro. Unfortunately, the defense read that one like a book and rushed up on him. A couple of bad passes here. Willie Kay needs to fix up his service. Because at the moment, a lot of momentum being lost here for the Blues. And now Weston, he goes across field here, and it'll be down to Gabionis. What can he do with it? Gabionis past one. Gabionis runs straight into the lock sub. I think that could be injury, and he comes back on and makes a tackle and saves Snicko Bro from having to tackle that man mountain. A bit of unfortunate circumstances there for the Maroons as now Jalen Sultan goes for a bit of a run. Driven backwards. Third tackle, 40 metres. Will they shape up for a 40-20? It's been their get out of jail free card at the moment, but probably not this time. A little bit too far out. Fourth tackle, Ant-Man. 50 out from his line. The captain trying to inspire his stay. Willie Wishart now goes to plays. And just like Lachlan Martin, only moments to go, Justin plays caught flat-footed. A bit of fatigue perhaps in this game. Starting to creep in. And now Alex Romy to the right of the ruck. He kicks straight downfield. I think that'll be to Riley Murray. That's exactly where it goes. What can he do? Smartly runs infield there. He'll be brought down. About 10 in from touch, and now it goes to Snicko Bro. Willie Wishart gets him, though. Snicko Bro, a tough carry, unfortunate for the Blues that there's no line break now. Now Willie K, he goes to TBK. He's been very workmanlike in this stint, but I think it's time for him to share the ball around. He's starting to lose contact here as now Blair Curtin goes wide to Lachlan Martin. He'll be brought down about 40 out. Could this be a game-winning 40-20 from Dion Coleman? He's in shape. Oh, no, that's not good. That's really not good. Dion Coleman's gone into touch on the full, and we know what happens when you put the ball into touch if you're a Blue. This screams Queensland try here. Dion Coleman. That is Shawshank Redemption right there. Not good at all. Not good, not good. The Queensland Maroons now. Justin Play's going to get it. Driven backwards here. They just need a nut up here, the Blues. There's 11 minutes left here, and they can take home the shield. He goes to Relmy. He goes inside ball. Oh, Monkey throws a bad pass to Relmy. I'm not sure how one of them wasn't called forward, but just like with the intertouch call, the referees, they want to see this game open up, and they're helping out here. They go short side. He plays here. He goes to Tyre. There's got to be a knock on there. Junior Tyre brought down with the ball. Into a six again. Holy smokes, the Maroons. They got a helping hand at the moment. They go to Alex Relmy. He goes to Justin Monkey. The Blues will have to be very, very tough here. A full set of six on the line. He goes to Relmy. Justin plays. He's going to wrestle forward here. Where he's still going. Doesn't quite get to the line. Watch out for Willie Wishart. He plays a short ball. It goes to Relmy. He's going to crash over Alex Relmy. Alex Relmy scores. He's going to put the Maroons in front after a stack of contentious calls to give them repeat possession on the line. And Alex Relmy's put the Maroons in front for the first time all game, pending a kick here. A very, very big kick to come. Tyler Hayden on debut. The weight of the state on his shoulders here. Tyler Hayden, the left footer, you got to think he slots this. And with 9 minutes left in the game, the Maroons... No! Tyler Hayden has put that one to the left. Close your eyes, Maroons fans. We're going to shoot off territory. 10 minutes left. If you haven't watched the SRL before, this is when they start taking pot shots. If your team's in good field position, get ready for a field goal. It'll be up to the Blues. First of all, to trap the Maroons in their half. It'll be up to the Maroons to try and get as far as they can. It's generally about 30 to 40 out. The half start to take control. I'll tell you what, yeah, buy a ticket for this game, pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge of it at the moment. Dion Coleman goes downfield. A very deep kick here, and we just got to wonder if Dion Coleman could put the ball into the 50-meter wide field. Would the Queensland Maroons be equal right now? I think not, but, the past is done, and now Tuiaki is coming out with the ball. Apologies on the pronunciation as well. To my favourite Maroon, number 5. I'll work on that one for the future as now. They go right. Justin Monkey. Oh, that was intercept waiting to happen, but instead Bazinga comes down with it. Third tackle here. They need to get a move on the Maroons. He goes to plays. Uh-oh, I see a shank kick coming. Or will it be a 40-20? I spoke about theory defining before. This could be it right now. Oh, Relmy goes downtown. That's actually quite a good kick in the end. Bro comes down with it. What can he do? Snicko Bro wrapped up in a good tackle. And now it'll be the Blues working their way out of trouble. A shank kick there from Realm. We could have spelt series over. Instead, it's the Blues to work their way out of trouble. They haven't been good this second half. The Maroons, they run back 16 points to 6, and now they really need to square up here, the Blues, and make sure either they don't let this one slip as it looks like they're going to go right here. No, Will K out of half. He'll be brought down. Could they look at a 40-20 themselves? Oh, I'm nervous. They're in position. Instead, Dion Coleman. Oh, Dion Coleman gets leveled. And the Blues have absolutely choked this out. They're going to need a huge kick here to ensure that the Maroons don't get into field goal territory. Luke Shaw takes it. He goes downfield. Gabby Owners is going to come down with it. It's already a good set from the Maroons. 30 out. One line break here, and it's just about game over for the Blues. They go wide. Simon Hunt wrestles forward. 6 minutes left. Could we see Golden Point here tonight? We'll have to wait and see. They go left once again. Ant-Man goes to Bazinga. He gets a fend, but then driven backwards. Good tackle there by the Blues. I think couldn't actually tell you who that is. There's now TBK meets Justin Plays. They wrestle forwards. Fourth tackle without a line break. I don't think they'll be able to get a field goal, and they don't. My heart is going a million miles an hour right now. Alex Relmy brought down. Kick return. What can they do, the Blues? He goes to Tyler Hayden. Uh-oh, Tyler Hayden. He goes not so great to Dom Ponkston. 4 minutes left in this one. The Blues, they pick up exactly where the Maroons did only moments ago. About 35 out from their own line. Can they make a better set of it? 45 out now. Lachlan Martin. Every tackle vital. Every run instrumental. How will this game end up? I couldn't tell you. Dion Coleman, he goes wide. Weston goes to Bro, the substitute fullback. Driven backwards there. Third tackle, the Blues. They need it. They need a line break. They need something. Can it be TBK? He gets an offload away to Will K. They pinch a couple of extra meters. They need a big run here. They'll only get one more set after this. They go to TBK once again, and he's getting close here. I don't know if he's close enough. I don't know. Dion Coleman, he gets into a kick position. It goes to him. Dion Coleman, oh no, he punts. He punts downfield, and now it's up to Gabby Owners. Luke Short meets him. Luke Short misses. They get him on the inside. 3 minutes left here. Get off him. Well done. Now left they go. Tyler Hayden, he goes short ball. Simon Hunt, he gets a nice little fend off. Both teams out on their feet. They're just going nowhere at the moment with the ball. Both teams. Tyler Hayden goes for run now. Second tackle. Could they look at another 40-20? It makes me nervous even to contemplate. As now Justin Monkey, he plays a short ball. Oh, Anthony Lee gets a good fend off. He saved the set there for the Maroons. The Blues need to make sure they don't give away a 6 again. They go right now. Relmy, inside ball Monkey. He's been so good tonight, Monkey, but no line break there. Fifth tackle. A minute 50 left in this one. They just got to defend their backsides off the Maroons. I don't think they'll touch the ball again. Tyler Hayden, learn how to kick, son. That's not it. But luckily, the Blues don't take advantage of it. They need a big set here, the Blues. A minute left in the game. What can they do? They go to Lachlan Martin. It finds us in injury rain. The match winner in game one. Can he do it again? He wrestles forward. 70 seconds left. Now Will K goes short. Finds his way out to Lachlan Martin. He pushes forward. This could be good here for the Blues. Will they have enough time? 50 seconds. He goes right. Snicko Bro. He beats one. Gets pushed backwards. They need a big run here. Third tackle. The Blues coming home here. This is what comebacks. This is what miracles are made of. Dion Coleman. He goes short ball. Oh, it's a drop ball. It's a drop ball. Willie Wishart comes up with it. 20 seconds left. That'll be us into Golden Point. The Maroons have pulled this one out of the fire. And the Blues there with a drop ball that could haunt them for eternity. One tackle left. He goes to Relmy. He plays short ball. Oh, Junior Ty driven backwards. Both sides unable to gain anything. We'll see you shortly. Welcome back here, folks. Golden point. You know what that means. First team to score. He's going to go home with the chocolates here tonight. The Maroons series on the line. Can they take it to a side of the Blues? They want the shield tonight. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I'll tell you what. Go to your library, look up Shakespeare. You won't find a story as good as the one that you've seen here right now. Tyler Hayden to kick us off. Golden point underway. It'll be the Blues first touch. That's a shank of a kick from Tyler Hayden. That man must be tired. And Chris Weston brought down with it. Just a reminder, as before, 30 metres is about the danger zone. If a player gets within that zone, they're generally going to take a field goal. That's why we were so excited for the Blues only moments ago. But a big hit from the Maroons just about saved the game as now Willie Kay goes for a run. Third tackle here for the Blues, brought down about 39 out from the line. Dion Coleman now might hit the dummy. He does. No one falls for it. Not a great set from the Blues, but they might want a 40-20. They're getting some shape here. He goes to Chris Weston. He goes across field. This is not good. This is not good. Gabionis comes down with it. They're in great field position, the Maroons. That's the tactical error from the Blues, I think. And now the Maroons are going to go for a bit of a run here. Tyler Hayden takes the hit up. 40 metres out on only tackle 2. The Maroons, they just need to work through this. They saw the Blues throw it away moments ago. They know that if they just consistent, they're going to have a chance here. Bazinga brought down on the 50-metre line, third tackle. They go to Relmy. He goes deep to Ant-Man, Anthony Lee. He's brought down on the 40-metre line. Oh, I don't know if they're going to get close enough. They go wide. He goes to plays. Oh, good fan there. Justin plays with a fan. That could be match winning. They get into shape. Alex Relmy, he's so deep. I don't know if he can kick from there. He doesn't. He punts. Alex Relmy playing the percentage game goes to Dom Ponkston, who beats a couple. Dom Ponkston into the backfield. Brody Townsend gets him. I got no nails left. I've bitten them off. This game is so tense. The Blues now, they got to work their way out of trouble. Coleman goes to Lachlan Martin. Where's Indurain? Get the big man the ball. That's what the Blues need to do. 3 minutes left in this period. They go left here. Coleman. He goes wide. Chaz Dingo. He's brought down about 35 out from the line. The Maroons have had all the field position so far. The Blues need a line break. Will Kay wants to get one himself, but unfortunately not. Unfortunately for the Blues, he just hasn't quite kicked on this second half. As now, 40-20 attempt. Indurain, it looks good. Indurain might have nailed this. And Indurain take a bow. 40-20 in Golden Point. The Blues, they're in prime position here now. Willie Kay, surely you just slot one. No, Dion Coleman takes the kick. They got 2 minutes, 40 seconds. That's plenty of time. They go short ball. Indurain drops it. Indurain from hero to villain. Just like that, the Blues don't take their chance. And the Maroons get out of jail. And now they're going to work their way out of trouble. The Blues, they had one hand on the shield. And they just dropped it. That is horrific to watch as a Blues fan. Now Ant-Man gets leveled. Everyone's come to play here. Third tackle, the Maroons. No field position to speak for at all for them. Justin plays. He gets some good meterage there. And Indurain. I can't believe what I've just seen. Oh, no. And that's the forward pass. Alex Relmy, close your eyes. Alex Relmy, take a lobotomy. You do not want to remember that one in the morning. Unfortunately, they just got their wires crossed. And he's thrown that one 3 meters forward. All the boys get out of the way. There's nothing they could do. And wow, capitulation fest at the moment. Both teams, just so much fatigue in this game. The Blues, they got to nail this. Someone needs to step up. Who can it be? Dion Coleman, where are you? Take a shot for me, son, please. Now they go right, the Blues. Chris Weston, charge down, 0 tackle. Chris Weston, get deep, brother. He's trying to kick it as the markers are riding. They just need to get in shape here. Will they go again? Chris Weston, he goes out to Snicko Bro, out to Riley Murray with the touchline. Get in field. Get in field. Riley Murray into touch. Riley Murray goes into touch for the second time tonight. This time his legs well over. Oh no, a minute 38. The Blues, they've had 3 gift wrap chances. Oh, and a hit off the ball. And now Dion Coleman comes down with it. There's a 90 seconds left. Please, I can't take this. My heart's going to stop. He goes to Indurain. He plays the ball out to Snicko Bro. He goes to Riley Murray. Riley Murray passed one. Just give me a center and run. One in from the post. Hit the short side. Bang, field goal, please. As now TBK gets in the way. You can't fault TBK. He's been working hard here today. That's our settler. The Blues are in shape. Look at the depth they have right now. Chris Weston, charge down again. Chris Weston, get your hands off the ball. Give it to Dion Coleman. Chaz Dingo brought down, a minute left. It goes to Coleman. It goes to Luke Shaw, who's going to score. Luke Shaw, back-to-back match winners for the Blues. The Maroons were so valiant. They were so good in that comeback, but the Blues have pulled a rabbit out of their hat. Dion Coleman giving the ball and watch the magic happen. A great pass out to Luke Short. I think that's his second try assist for the game, and Luke Short, doesn't matter where you put him on the field, he can find a way to impact the game. The Blues, your SRL 2.0 Season 1 State of Origin champions in a 2-0 game. That was an absolute blockbuster. Everyone look at these stats. I need to take a breath. All right, I've composed myself. These stats at halftime, possession was 60-40 to the Blues. The Queensland Maroons in the second half were so dominant off the back of Josh Butterfield, off the back of Justin Monkey. They swung that possession around to have more possession at the end of the game. And somehow the Blues have come back in extra time. Russian roulette, that's how they were playing that last game. Shooting, missing. Eventually they spin that barrel and the bullet comes out. Luke Short straight through the defensive line. He knows how to score a try. The other big ticket items here, in the end, 15 more tackles for the Maroons. At full time, that was equal. 40 missed tackles for the Blues. I think that's off the back of those forwards from the Maroons. I said early on, is anyone going to stand up? And didn't they stand up? Meters gained, 200 more for the Blues. We'll look at some individual stats now. Yeah, just a lot of tackling there for the Blues. Indrain had 22, Blair Curtin 20, Jack White 21. A lot going on there. Lachlan Martin 142 metres. Chris Weston 194. I'm not sure about the validity of that stat. We know how big it gets with 0 line breaks, but Chris Weston did kick very well. We can give him that one. Lucas said only had the 3 tackles. I think 2 of them were big hits. Dion Coleman kicked for 165 metres, ran for 161. So both halves from the Blues, when they decide to kick properly, very, very good here. Line breaks. 3 to Luke Short. He was very good. 2 to Snicko Bro. 2 to Don Ponkston. The back 5 from the Blues just getting to work as they do. We'll look at some Queenslanders here. Justin Monkey, 134 metres, 2 line breaks, 3 tackle breaks. That feels about right. He had a monster of a game. Where is Josh Butterfield? There he is, 94 metres, 2 line breaks, 4 tackle breaks. Yeah, the 2 of them between 40 and 60 minutes were just utterly dominant. Willie Wishart, he only had the 38 metres run, but he got that crucial try. 35 tackles for him when you play 80 in the middle. Those things happen. Alex Relmy, 336 kick metres. For a moment, I thought he was going to put a field goal in, but unfortunately it was too far out. Really unfortunately for Alex Relmy, he'll be remembered in that game for that forward pass that gave the Blues the ball that they eventually scored from. Luckily, Riley Murray and his intertouch antics have been solved. That's about it for me on these stats, I think. 2 line breaks to Gabby Owners. He was good as well. The outside backs for both teams, they tore each other up, you'd have to say. And unfortunately for the Maroons, they've just come up a little bit short. Close but no cigar, I've heard him say. That's all for me. I think this is a couple of days out from Christmas. So from the SRL Commission, Merry Christmas to everyone, especially Merry Christmas to New South Wales Blues fans. I hope you enjoyed that present. That was a treat to call. I hope you enjoyed watching. That's all from me. Good night.